Hello, Mr. Greg. That's good. I like someone to say hello. You're first again. That's the second week you've been first. Hello, Julia. Good evening, Paul. Okay, before I start, a wee plug. Gary and I are in the fire station on the 14th of May. That's Saturday. It's like a fortnight from yesterday. And we'll have at least one special guest. So I hope any of the Dunfermline people or those from nearby can make it along there. That's Saturday the 14th of May, fire station. We start playing at 9. You were, Greg, you were first again. And for that, I'm just going to call you Greg tonight, not Mr. Greg. Hi, Dave. Hello, Leslie. And say hi to Jeff for me. Okay, a nice easy start for me. This is Can't Find My Way Home. Come down from your throne, leave your body alone. Can't find my way home. You are the reason I've been waiting so long. Somebody holds the key. Well, I'm I just ain't got the time, and I'm wasted. I can't find my way home. Come down from your throne, leave your money at home. Somebody has to change. You are the reason that I've been waiting so long. Somebody holds the key. Well, I'm just ain't got the time, and I'm wasted, and I can't find my way home. Can't find my way home. Can't find my way home. Well, I'm near the end, and I just ain't got the time, and I'm wasted, and I can't find my way home. Can't find my way home. Baby, now that I've found you, I won't let you go. Build my world around you, I need you so. Baby, even though you don't need me, you don't need me, baby. Now that I've found you, I won't let you go. Build my world around you, I need you so. Baby, even though you don't need me, you don't need me no more. Baby, baby, when first we met, I knew in this heart of mine, you were someone I couldn't forget. Sit right and bide my time. All my life I waited for somebody to make me feel like new. Now you tell me that you wanna leave me, darling, I just can't let you. Baby, now that I found you, I won't let you go. Build my world around you, I need you so. Baby, even though you don't need me, you don't need me, baby. Now that I found you, I won't let you go. Build my world around you, I need you so. Baby, even though you don't need me, you don't need me no more. Okay. Hi, Tom. Hello, Teresa. Hello, Eddie Dixon. Hi, Kevin. Hi, Gail. And hello, Kathleen. And Tom Morgan as well. Okay. In my usual cheery vein, I'm going to do a Leonard Cohen song now. This song is sometimes represented as the ultimate love song. It was actually inspired by the fact that in the death camps, the Nazi death camps, when they were trying to exterminate the Jewish race, basically, for some of them, they had a string quartet playing as the people were going in to the gas chambers. It's a very, very, very horrible thing, but it's also something that inspired Leonard Cohen, as a Jewish man himself, to think about death, love, what on earth motivates people to do stuff like that. So it's one of the best. I mean, when you listen to sort of stuff that modern pop people write and you compare it to this kind of thing, it exposes a bit of a vacuum in the here and now, I'm afraid. Hi, Frankie. So this is Dance Me to the End of Love. And like I say, it's one of these songs that has its own little darkness, but it's a fantastic song. Dance me to your beauty with a burning violin. Dance me through the panic till I'm gathered safely in. Lift me like an olive branch and be my homeward dove. And dance me to the end of love. Dance me to the end of love. Let me see your beauty when the witnesses are gone. Let me feel you moving like they do in Babylon. Show me slowly what I only know the limits of. Dance me to the end of love. Dance me to the end of love. Dance me to the wedding now. Dance me on and on. Dance me very tenderly and dance me very long. We're both of us beneath our love. We're both of us above. So dance me to the end of love. Dance me to the end of love. Dance me to the children who are asking to be born. Dance me through the curtains that our kisses have outworn. tent of shelter now, though every thread is torn, and dance me to the end of love. Dance me to the end of love. Dance me to your beauty with a burning violin, and dance me through the panic till I'm gathered safely in. Touch me with your naked hand, touch me with your glove, and dance me to the end of love. Dance me to the end of love. Dance me to the end of love. Somber stuff indeed from Leonard Cohen. Hello, Cyril. Hi, Jens. And hello. I think I've said hello to everyone. Glad you've got the sound back, Teresa. Hi, Dave. Message me later and remind me about Ken Beveridge, because Margaret sent me a message about him, and I should know him, and I've kind of forgotten. So I'd like to know. Okay, this is a bit more up-tempo, a bit less sombre perhaps. It was a request from Paul and the Cognac Twins. Oh God, it was more than a year ago now, I think. It's a Doc Watson song, well, traditional song, Doc Watson's version, called Deep River Blues. Getting my fingers in position. It's a strange start. Well, let it rain, let it pour, let it rain a whole lot more, 'cause I got them deep river blues. Let the river rise and fall, let the big waves make a wall, 'cause I got them deep river blues. Well, my old gal's a good old pal, she looks just like a waterfowl when I get them deep river blues. Where there ain't no one to cry for me, fish all go out on a spree when I get them deep river blues. Well, give me back my old boat, I'm gonna sail her if she floats, 'cause I got them deep river blues. Going back to Muscle Shoals, better there, so I've been told, 'cause I got them deep river blues. sings with me, I'll go down, don't you see? 'Cause I got them deep river blues. And now I'm gonna say goodbye, and if I sink, just let me die. 'Cause I got them deep river blues. The Deep River Blues. Oh yeah. And I blistered my finger on the guitar. Hi Gail, I don't know if I've said hi to you, but I'm saying hi now. Hi now. Okay, this is done this one loads of times. It's James Taylor, Fire and Rain. Just yesterday morning, they let me know you were gone. Susan, the plans they made put an end to you. Walked out this morning and I wrote down this song. I just can't remember who to send it to. I've seen fire and I've seen rain. I've seen sunny days that I thought would never end. I've seen lonely times when I could not find a friend. But I always thought that I'd see you again. Won't you look down upon me, Jesus? You gotta help me make a stand. You just gotta see me through another day. My body is aching, Lord, and my time is at hand. And I won't make it any other way. I've seen fire and I've seen rain. I've seen sunny days that I thought would never end. I've seen lonely times when I could not find a friend. But I always thought that I'd see you again. I've been walking my mind to an easy time, my back turned towards the sun. Lord knows when the cold wind blows, it'll turn your head around. Well, there's hours of time on the telephone line to talk about things to come. Sweet dreams and flying machines in pieces on the ground. I've seen fire and I've seen rain. I've seen sunny days that I thought would never end. I've seen lonely times when I could not find a friend. But I always thought that I'd see you again. Thought I'd see you, thought I'd see you one more time. Thought I'd see you one more time again. Thought I'd see you, thought I'd see you one more time. Thought I'd see you one more time, fire and rain. Yeah, that was what? Probably about 21 when that came out. Okay, this is John Prine song. One of his probably best known ones, I think. And it's about old people and how loneliness can hit them. And it's a guy, it's a bloke telling the story. Funny thing is, John Prine was in his 20s when he wrote it, so that shows you he had a lot of empathy even then. It's called Hello in There. We had an apartment in the city. Me and Loretta like living there. Well, it'd been years since the kids had grown, life of their own, left us alone. John and Linda live in Omaha. Joe is somewhere on the road. We lost Davy in the Korean War. I still don't know what for. Doesn't matter anymore. You know that old trees just grow stronger, and old rivers grow wilder every day. Old people just get lonesome, waiting for someone to say hello in there. Hello. Me and Loretta, we don't talk much more. She sits and stares through the back door screen. All the news just repeats itself like some forgotten dream that we both seen. Someday I'll go and call up Rudy. We work together at the factory. But what could I say if he asks what's new? Nothing, what's with you? Nothing much to do. Old trees just grow stronger, and old rivers grow wilder every day. Old people just grow lonesome, waiting for someone to say hello in there. Hello. So if you're walking down the street sometime, spot some hollow ancient eyes, please just don't pass them by and stare as if you didn't care. Say hello in there. Hello. Hey. Guitar change now. Okay, wrote this one, I don't know, I think it was about 2012, 2013. It's about the constitutional question, my take on it, and it's called Country of the Blind. Sun is hot and the day is golden. Dublin Street is all aglow. Eyes all closed on the crowded pavements, 'cause no one wants to know. Nothing moves in the townhouse windows, not one flicker of the blinds. Mindless cars jam up this city, in the country of the blind. Moon shines cold on a frosty evening, stars burning in the sky. Empty streets and boarded shop fronts, disappointment in your eyes. You grew up with a chance of living, someday it would be your time. And those who ruled would not prove faithless, in the country of the blind. I grew up with the same illusions, just like everybody else. I waved my flag and I took my medicine, and I learned to hate myself. Now I've seen that simple truth, I will no longer walk that line, hoping that it's not too late. Country of the blind. Of freedom, or we can turn and walk away. But if you're weak or sick or hungry, you know they'll make you pay. Raised to feel like second best, taught that thinking was a crime, worked to subsidize the rich, in the country of the blind. Okay, that was me getting a bit political on your ass. I'm doing this next one. It's another one of my songs, and it's one that I wrote in the DADGAD tuning, so I don't have to change guitars again. And it was just inspired by walking home. Lots of times I've been walking home through usually wet streets, maybe 3 a.m, Christmas night, with a dug and a good cargo of berry on board, and feeling okay, but feeling, well, it's all over, you know, and seeing the lights in some windows, and I've always imagined everyone's still having a great time. They're probably all snoring, you know. But anyway, it kind of inspired me to write this song, Winter's Bone. There's also a film called that, and it's got nothing to do with the film. I just like the phrase, you know. when the night outlasts the day, and the frost is at your door. Ground is hard beneath your feet. Evening falls each day at 4. Winter is bone. Streetlights glimmer through the fog. Breath freezes in your throat. Pavement shines beneath the moon. Snowflakes linger on your coat. Winter's bone. Someday soon, sure as day follows night, birds will wake you in the spring's early light. Ice will melt, life will stir all around. Winter's gone. Empty streets are dark and cold, and I'm walking home alone. Some windows still show lights, a little hope to see me home. Winter's bone. And behind those window lights, I see families, I see friends, I see love and I see laughter. I see that winter soon must end. Winter's bone. Someday soon, sure as day follows night, birds will wake you in the spring's early light. Ice will melt, life will stir all around. Winter's gone. That was Winter's Bone. I love the sound of that Dadgad tuning. You may have noticed. Bollocks. Pardon my French. It's one of these signs that you're not as young as you used to be when you have to bend down. You hear yourself go, ooh yeah, ooh yeah, ooh yeah. What can you do? Okay, this is one of my very favourite Neil Young songs, and it's called Cinnamon Girl. Of my life with a cinnamon girl, a dreamer of pictures I run in the night. You see us together chasing the moonlight, my cinnamon girl. and silver saxes are bass with a bow. The drummer relaxes and waits between shows for the cinnamon girl. The dreamer of pictures I run in the night. You see us together, chasing the moonlight, my cinnamon girl. Ma, send me money now, I'm gonna make it somehow. I need another chance. See, baby loves to dance, yeah, yeah. That was from the Everybody Knows This Is Nowhere album, which was actually before after the gold rush, so a long time ago. Still one of his very best songs ever. Right, going to finish off with a couple of my songs, two of my own songs, which I've done lots of times. I like doing them. This one's Find My Way Back Home. When I'm lost and I can't see where I'm going, I look inside and I don't think I'm worth knowing. There's a bitter old man in my head who just laughs, tells me to give up. And you call me on the phone, and I find my way home. I find my way back home again. I'm afraid, and my heart's been struck by lightning. To live or die, but they both seem pretty frightening. When the night closes in on my soul, and I can't fight it off on my own, you tell me I'm not alone, and I find my way home. Find my way back home. On the road I was searching for what I've been missing all along. I met you and you smiled at me, and I knew I would get home. When you cry and you feel you just can't go on, and you think there's no one you can count on, looking down you're afraid you might fall, and there seems no sense to it all. And I take you by the hand, and we find our way home. Find a way back home again. And I take you by the hand, and we find our way home. Find a way back home. Find a way back. Find a way back. Okay, this is my last one, and it is called Who Stole the Gravedigger's Peace Box? No, it's not called that at all. It's called The Good Old Summertime. Drums by Pete Rab Jones, horns by Donald Lang. Summer morning came awake, anesthetic didn't take. Switch your eyes on for a while, you saw the city's evil smile. Breathe the poisoned air and walk across the street or around the block. Hang around and watch the clock, and listen to the worthless talk. In the good old summertime, with your cup held in your hand, will you beg or turn to crime? In the good old summertime, in the good old summertime, destitution on your mind. Can you hear those death bells chime? In the good old summertime. In the artificial warmth, shops and pubs and restaurants, service with a plastic smile. We fool you for a little while, but in the end it's all the same. Go downtown, sign your name. And in the meantime, try to find a way to fill up empty time in the good old summertime, with your cap held in your hand. Will you beg or turn to crime in the good old summertime? In the good old summertime, destitution on your mind. Can you hear those death bells chime in the good old summertime? In the good old summertime, with your cap held in your hand, will you beg or turn to crime? In the good old summertime, in the good old summertime, destitution on your mind. Can you hear those death bells chime in the good old summertime? With your cap held in your hand, will you beg or turn to crime in the good old summertime? In the good old summertime, destitution on your mind. Can you hear those death bells chime in the good old summertime? Hey, thank you very much, folk, for listening out again. And I'll see you probably next week. I'm actually working just now, which is a great shock to my system. I'm working for 1 month doing the old chief invigilator stint. But I'm getting used to it. And it'll soon be over. And then I can go back to being a big fat lazy bastard again. Okay, thanks again for listening, folks. See you soon. Take care of yourselves.